he's good, but look at all the destruction that left behind. Imagine now he saved the world, but look at the whole city destroyed.
No. See.
know
What
what I
you're
mean?
what you're saying is the old Man of Steel movie.
And because of him, someone died in the movie. That guy got shot. It's his fault.
No, it's not. It's not his fault. What did he do?
Yeah,
When I saw a couple times they keep explaining everything, I'm like, why are they explaining everything? Why you keep explaining everything to me? It started to frustrate me as the movie went on. I thought they should have done Superman, Batman straight away. But they're not. They're doing Supergirl, then they're doing some character called Swamp Thing.
I think, I know Swamp Thing.
The Kevin Feige of DC is now James Gunn.
Yeah.
So he's obviously a movie director as well. So he's gonna direct a few movies here and there, but he's also the guy overseeing all the DC movies that are gonna come up from now on. And I'm excited, man, for James Gunn's DC universe. Welcome to the show. My name is Kumiv. That is Lucky. We're gonna be talking about one of the greatest movies I've ever seen in the entirety of movie making. No, we're gonna talk about Superman. It's gonna be different from our normal podcast that we normally do, which is obviously fighting. If you're new, because I feel like this podcast might reach a newer audience as well, compared to it just being. It depends on what YouTube does. They might push it to the subscribers and the people that kind of in the MMA world. And then it also might push it to people that watch a lot of comic book movies. So if someone else watches a Superman review, we might get recommended to them. Yeah. So this could be some new, comic book fan that's watching. So we don't talk about movies at all, pretty much. So this will be our first review. And we're not comic book fans. Like you read a bit of comic books growing up, but you don't know like the entirety of the storyline and all that, right? It's just more like for fun as you're younger. I never read any comic books growing up. I only watched the TV shows, the cartoons, and that's my point of reference. That being said, we're going to talk about the new Superman movie. It's a reboot, which is crazy as well that you didn't even know it was a reboot at all.
I thought it was a continuation for the last one.
I know, which is crazy. But okay, we'll talk about it. Okay, let's just start with what did you think of the movie in general?
It was a good movie. In general, it was a good movie. It was a great movie. I didn't know it was a reboot, so I was like, fuck, it just feels like another Superman movie. But then it was fucking good, though. Yeah. It was fucking good. Like, the whole scene. Then when it started off, I was like, I don't know why this feels like it's going to be a bit of a boring kind of Superman.
That's what it did.
Because he fucking landed. This is a spoiler one. You want to tell them
it's a spoiler? I've already put it in the start.
Okay,
they
cool.
should know it's a spoiler one, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so when he was on the ice laying there and then the dog came to get him, I was like, I don't know why I feel like it's going to be another bullshit superhero movie.
Yeah.
But then, and it still felt like that for the first half, for the first, 5-10 minutes into the movie. I felt like, okay, it's looking like a basic Superman movie. But then as it got deeper, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
The movie just got better and better. I was like, fuck. And once it got to the end, the movie was gangster. And I like the fact that they give the little comic book out.
Yeah, well, in our cinema, okay, we're in Auckland, New Zealand, and the IMAX cinema that we went to, they gave us a little comic book,
which is cool, man. I like that. That was a nice touch before the movie started. I like that.
Yeah, it added aura to the movie. So it felt like, because we go watch movies all the time in IMAX and whatnot, and we never get any kind of memorabilia for free as we're walking into the movie. This, as we're showing our ticket to get in, they gave us a comic. It was giving everyone a comic book.
That was dope.
Which is very cool. I should have had the comic book. Anyways, it's just a collection of certain scenes from a bunch of Superman comics that it's a compilation comic basically.
Yeah, it was cool. It's
a magazine almost.
Yeah, but overall, I thought it was a great movie, man. It was a fucking great movie. Well done. Filmed nicely. Everything was executed nicely. It was a great movie.
I thought it was great too. I think this is. See, and that's the thing, because I haven't seen the original Superman movie. Everyone says that is the best Superman movie, the original Christopher Reeve one from like the 1978 or 1980s. Everyone says that is.
I haven't seen that one.
I've seen it as a kid. I remember bits and pieces here and there, but I don't know how it's like now. Everyone says that is the gold standard, and the rest are all just trying to emulate that. To me, I liked the look of the Henry Cavill Superman, the Superman before this one. I like the look. I don't know if I like the story and all that of that movie, but I like the look. Yeah. Henry Cavill, the suit, everything just looked so cool.
Yeah.
It may not have looked exactly like the comic book Superman, but it looked cool.
Yeah.
This guy looked a lot more like the comic book one. The whole movie was very comic booky as well. It's very... The world feels a bit cartoonish as well. It doesn't feel... You know what it is? I noticed as well. Okay, wait. Let me get back to my point. My point is, I think this is one of the best Superman movies in recent years, at least. From the 2006 one, the previous Henry Cavill and all that. This might be the best Superman movie. Yeah. But I like the look of the Henry Cavill Superman. But what I was going to say as well is, this movie felt very... comic booky, but what I mean by that is like all the other like Marvel, Avengers and all that, it feels like, or Iron Man and Spider-Man and all that, it doesn't feel like it's a comic book world. It feels like it's a comic book character in our world, like in our life. I know what you mean. This movie felt like comic book characters in a comic book world, in a cartoon world. Everything was a little bit goofy and a little bit like, you know, a kaiju's walking around and everyone seems fine with it. You know what I mean? Like, people are still working in offices as Superman pushes him. You know what I mean? Like, people expected that world, this world, it's people expect all the superheroes because it's been there for 300 years, so they're all very accustomed to superheroes. And I like that part about it as well, where it felt like this is something fresh. Because we normally get like, you know, Batman in our world or Superman in our type of world, and this was a very different take. Which is why I'm excited for this whole new reboot. It feels like it's going to be a whole... Who knows how the Batman movie is going to be. They're going to make a Batman. It's called Batman Brave and the Bold. It's coming out 2027. And who knows how that one will play into it, and what this storyline will... How this... You know, the rip opening and the splitting the Earth apart and all that. That might reach Gotham City as well, and how Batman deals with it. It'll cause a whole bunch of cool stuff. But anyways, we'll roughly go over the plot now of the movie. Spoiler alert, you should know this. But basically, the story is they don't go into the origins of Superman. No. Yeah. They don't. They just go straight into. They give you a little bit of a storyline at the start, you know, a little text and all that, and they go straight into, this is Superman. Here you go. And he fights the Hammer of Bravia at one part. I'll be honest, when I saw, because that was the opening of the movie. That's where I was like, this shit is gonna be probably a boring movie. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Yeah, the way he was like flying around, the flying scenes look a bit off, and there was just a lot about it that felt very off. Yeah. Especially that Hammer Bear, the dialogue as well. And but I think as the movie settles, as it progressed, it became better. And I think also as we got accustomed to this world, I think it became better. Yeah, also, did you notice this? One thing I really hated about this movie, I have a few things that I hated. One, I didn't like the pace. Everything was fast. Everything happened. Nothing was like stretched out a little bit. Everything happened fast. Did you notice this? Everything was explained. Do you know what I mean? Everything was like, they'll tell you everything. I don't know. You didn't notice that? No. And see, even, for example, that one scene when... Superman Clark Kent was in Lois's house. She took the bat. She thought she was good. You know, someone broke into a house. I don't even remember. And then he goes, "Oh, Lois, we've been dating for 3 months now." And like he's explaining, we've been dating for 3 months. And then when Superman was fighting the Hammer of Bravia, and obviously Lex was controlling the Hammer of Bravia, right? He'll be like 13A, 1A, 1B, like he's yelling out all these commands. Someone in the room yells, "Wow, it's like Lex knows every move Superman makes before he does it." And then someone else goes, "Look, wait, let me explain. Someone else goes, "Wow, it's almost like it's almost like he's knows every move Superman makes." And then another guy goes, "Yeah, he's been studying Superman for 3 years now." It's like they do a lot of that throughout the movie where they explain everything to you.
But look, that's the thing. That I don't know. I don't like that because you go watch a movie to watch the movie. Yeah. You're not going in. Are you a fucking, like, I don't know. I'm just saying from what you just told me. Yeah. Are you going there to critique the movie, or are you going there to watch the movie? You know what I mean? It's like you're too detail oriented. Yeah. If that's how you, I don't know if that's how you were that night, or this is afterwards. That you thought about it. Yeah. But in the movie, you're gonna go watch the movie. If I'm gonna just sit there and critique everything, I can pick up so much and won't enjoy the movie. Yeah. I'm just there to watch the movie and enjoy it. So that I didn't even pick that up. I didn't realize. But that's what I'm saying. Like I realized that because I saw it happen, and then it started to annoy me when you watch the movie, it's a lot
of fun when they let you piece together the story. Where as you're watching, you go, oh, so that's what they're doing. Let me just fix that. So yeah, where you go, oh, that's what. For example, I'm comparing. Let's say we watched the Batman, right? The previous the Batman movie, the Robert Pattinson one, with the Penguin and Joker and Riddler and all that. When you watch that movie, no one explains anything. It's just the story plays out, and then you piece together everything. This movie was a bit annoying because there were so many scenes where I had a few. Now as the podcast is going, my brain's blanking out. I remember the Lex one. There were quite a few things where they blatantly say it out loud. Well, this is what happens, or this is what they're doing, or why. And someone will go, "Why is this happening?" And because of that, even at the start of the movie, when the robot number 4 was training the new robot and explaining everything to him, which I understand is the start of the movie and they need to show, but it also felt very like
I don't know, I didn't pick up any of that because I'm just I don't know, I didn't even think about it. I'm just watching the movie and understanding the story. That was it.
That's what I do as well. It's not like I'm going there, I can't wait to see what they fuck up. That's not what I'm saying.
No, I'm not saying, but
it's only when I see it and then now I can't unsee it, you know what I mean? It's almost like a background noise, where if your brain doesn't pay attention to the background noise, you don't notice the background noise. But then as soon as you, for 1 second, notice a background noise, now you can't unnotice that noise. You're always going to hear that noise. That's kind of what happened. When I saw a couple times they keep explaining everything, I'm like, why are they explaining everything? You know, like I should just kind of... And then as the movie progressed, when another character goes, and that's why, da-da-da, and I'm just like... Why you keep explaining everything to me? It started to frustrate me as the movie went on.
I was just watching that shit. I didn't even pick any of that up.
I'm just talking about my criticisms of the movie. But other than that, everything was amazing about the movie, right? The action scenes, the fight scenes were awesome. The flying was pretty cool as well. Like, I mean, the Henry Cavill one had some cool flying scenes as well. But a lot of the time, the flying around, like, you can see it almost looks like he's on wires and all that in the other Supermans.
I don't know how you're so detail oriented. I'm like, when you watch the movie, I don't even notice that.
But you do.
I'm just saying, I didn't notice any of that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why.
No, not this movie. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, even the previous ones. I'm just saying, I've never noticed like, oh, it looks like he's on a wire or.
I don't know. Like I see it. I just see it.
I know you see it. I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't see it. Because
I like a movie where I don't see it. I don't even. It doesn't come to my attention. Any of these little flaws and stuff like that, and I just watch it and I don't notice anything.
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a bad thing. I'm not critiquing you. I'm just saying, like, you're so detail oriented when you watch the movie as well. Like, why are you so detail oriented?
I don't know. I noticed
that when that will make any movie shit because you'll pick up because if you're so detail oriented, you could pick up certain things in the movie and then that could like fuck with you, and then if it picks up somewhere else, you know what I mean. So every movie will have something.
But I guess that's what separates a movie that you fully immerse in, like Sinners, right? When we watched Sinners, I couldn't remember anything where I was like, they could have done that better, or the whys. I just followed through the whole time, and I didn't feel like this was there's some bullshit going on here. You know what I mean? Like imagine if everything in Sinners was explained. Like I never noticed that happen, or even if they were explaining the plot, they didn't do it very just obviously explaining it. You know. In this movie, there were a lot of... They're obviously explaining it so that you know what is happening.
For me, I go watch a movie and when I watch it, it's either shit or it's not. Yeah. I don't pick up on like certain areas where it was shit.
Yeah, but because this movie was great everywhere. So I feel like people watching this as well will probably expect the movie to have already be great. You most likely want to pay attention to what the bad sides about it was. We'll get into... It's just still the start of the thing. We'll get into what can happen next and all that for now, but... Those are my only two things. It's the pacing as well. Everything happens so fast, so fast in the movie. Like nothing was really fleshed out. Like there was no like dragged out a little bit. I feel like everything was just blah, 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 blah.
Which is good because like it makes sense that they did it this way. Push everything out because you already know. Like it's not like you're watching Superman for the first time.
No,
so there's
not
no
about
point
the origin. Not about the origin.
Not origin. Like it's not even the Lex Luthor. Everybody knows this shit. So there's no point trying to over like explain or over show more of the scenes. Just get through it. Because otherwise the audience gonna be like, fuck, I already seen this shit. Sorry, I'm swearing again.
No, that's fine.
But yeah, I'm seeing this shit again and again and again.
Yeah.
At least they got to the good scenes and good parts.
Yeah.
Because if they dragged it would have made boring. It would have been like how the beginning was, you know?
No. I'm not saying like we need to know the origins or anything. Like a lot, like the only one, when I talk about dragged out, right, because it was fleshed out. Remember the interview scene? Him and Lois were having the interview scene. That was awesome. Imagine if that was cut short and they ran it quick. They dragged it out for quite a long time, but it kept you engaged. They were arguing.
Yeah,
people were going to die. Like you could see him slowly getting annoyed.
That's because that part made sense to talk about. But you're gonna go explain, like, show why Lex became this and why that, you know, like how Superman you would understand. They would explain the story. They'll show you more depth as to why Lex did this and why he's hates Superman.
See, for example, right? Like
I'm glad they kept it short and kept the scenes that needed to be.
It needed to be
long.
in there. Yeah. So it's still good. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like if they added 20 more minutes, certain characters could have got a little bit more. Like for example, Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, and Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific got a lot of scenes.
Yeah.
He had cool scenes, funny moments, and all that, and he had a little bit of cool vibe to him. But like the Green Lantern didn't really get any shine in the movie. Obviously, it's not his movie, but it would have been cool to see him do something more, or him have some kind of conflict more.
He got good parts in.
I know. He had a few funny moments here and there, and saving the day, autographs, and all that. Like, he had cool moments. He's a funny character as well. Like Hawkgirl as well. Hawkgirl had like 2 scenes, you know, and like a few dialogues here and there. Like, it would have been cool to at least give them a bit more shine, or certain parts of the movie could have been extended a little bit more. I can't think off the top of my head now, but I feel like it could have been just paced out a little bit more because everything was quite back to back. Not that it made the movie shit. The movie was still great, but it could have been fleshed out a bit more. That, and then the only other thing I hate is how explanatory it is. I feel like now that I told you this, if you ever rewatch it, you will 1,000% see.
Yeah, of course. Now that you say it, now my brain is going to go think about it. But when I go watch the movie, I'm not going to pick it up.
Yeah.
I won't pick it up.
But then how would you know if the movie is shit or not? Like, what would you say makes it shit?
Yeah, because overall, like the whole thing, I digested the whole. I'm not picking out, oh, this part was bad. I'm looking at the whole. Overall, how did I feel about the movie? How good was the movie?
But that's not an in-depth take though. My overall take the movie is good too. But then I'm nitpicking now. See what I
I know. But I don't know. I don't like to nitpick the movie because I'm not a fucking like this is me. You can do it because that's how you. But I'm not that way. I'm not a director. I'm not like I'm not here to sit down and pick apart every scene. I'm here to just see the movie was great. It was fucking great. The movie was trash. It was trash because it was. I don't know. I didn't understand the plot. Like Oppenheimer. Like the second half was like trash. It was great. It started and then it turned to trash. So the movie turned trash. Simple as that. It's that simple to me. So it's not like if they made this form. I don't break it down to the point where like fuck the end bit. They should.
No, but see, even for example, Oppenheimer. The movie was great for the first 2 hours, right? That last 1 hour was shit. Yeah. Now, what would you say if to make it a great experience? What would you do? Don't do the last 1 hour. Stop it at the second hour. Yeah. Now the movie is amazing. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's kind of what I'm
So all I would say is like they should have just left it out. Yeah. But if I go in depth, I'm not gonna go in depth because I don't know because I like you going very in depth. They should have gave, which is fine, which is good. Yeah. Like, you know, they should have gave this person more this.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
it would have just added more.
Which is great. Yeah. But like for me, like I say, I don't know how my brain can't enjoy a movie if I go in there and like try to break down.
But I'm only breaking it down after the fact. I'm not breaking it down as the movie is going. Yeah. It's just certain things will come into. Oh, for example, Crypto as well. What a nice character, but he barely was in the fucking movie too. Crypto was here and there a little bit. You know what I mean? And in the promotion, like when they're promoting the movie, they're showing all these other scenes of Crypto that's not even in the movie. Crypto is sleeping and then he falls, but then he flies and he flies. Like they're doing all these things. Crypto's not even in the movie that much. He's here. There.
See, that's the other thing is I didn't watch any trailers. I didn't read anything. I just go there and watch the movie. Yeah. So you see how different it is because you have all the views of all these other things. Yeah. Which obviously which will make your mind think and expect things. Expect this and this and that. Whereas I had no expectation. No. I'm just saying, like, think about, I have no expectation. I didn't know Crypto did all, I didn't know these scenes were there. Yeah. I didn't watch any trailers. I didn't read anything. I just went there and watched the movie. So imagine, that's what I'm saying. Imagine you didn't watch any of these trailers. Yeah. You didn't know Crypto fell off the thing. You didn't know none of this shit. You went and watched the movie. Yeah. What would your take be then? You know, that. Think about that for a second. Just imagine, I didn't read nothing. I didn't do nothing. I just went and watched the movie.
Yeah.
What would your take be? It's hard to know now, but you can only know if you do it that time. You know.
I
know you still pick up on the thing.
No.
I'm just saying in the overall what.
But like my take is not because of my expectation of the movie. Yeah. My takes that I've given so far, it's not.
No expectation because like you like you just said.
Yeah.
You saw Crypto fell down and fly.
Yeah.
So you assumed in your mind like, okay, that scene's gonna be there.
No. I didn't assume in my mind that scene's gonna be there. It's when I watched the movie, my immediate reaction was Crypto is barely in the movie as well, but he's like a big part of the promotion. Like it's almost like they show Lex Luthor in every promotion or like the poster and all that, and Lex is barely in the movie. Yeah. It's almost like that. There was another movie as well. I can't remember what movie it was.
I think they were just showing it because like it's a new addition. Like when was the last time you've seen Crypto in?
He's never been in a movie.
Exactly. So it's just an addition. So obviously you'd use that as your marketing tool. It's smart. Like you know what I mean.
It would have been cooler to have him fight with Superman or something.
But the thing, he did fight with Superman.
He did. But like to do more things with Superman, you know. And also look, another big part of the promotion, you know, that post-credit scene.
I think look, Crypto had a lot of scenes. What are you talking about? He had the scenes where he was in the fight where he was breaking the fucking thing in the dimension.
That was the ending. That was
and then towards the ending too, he came back again. He helped Superman fight this motherfucker, the clone. He helped him fight the clone.
What dimension? He helped what in the dimension? Oh
he went in the dimension to help the baby when Superman was fighting the baby. All that. He had a lot of scenes. He had a lot of long scenes as well.
He did have a lot of long scenes, but that was towards the end. That was at the climax part. Yeah, Crypto came and helped him here and there a little bit. But like he wasn't a significant part of the movie. He was more like he was in and out.
Yeah, but the thing, it's Superman's movie, and the thing is like
it's not his dog as well.
Also, you have to remember, it's not his dog, and also you have to remember like they have a vision already of where it's gonna be. Next, you saw Superman sitting with Crypto, so the next movie is gonna be a lot more Crypto in it. You know.
No, but that's another thing too. You know that scene where Superman's sitting with Crypto on the moon is the post-credit scene. That is a poster of the movie. So when I saw that, I was thinking, oh wow, like maybe they'll show, like obviously I was when I saw that immediately, I'm already thinking like, oh well, Crypto is gonna be a big part of the movie or whatever. Like we'll see what happens. Maybe he flies to multiple planets with Crypto and he takes him for walks to the moon, or you know what I mean? Like they didn't show none of that really, you know. Like there was just a few things. The Crypto one is not that big of a deal. Apparently online, a lot of people hated Crypto because he kept annoying. Like he was an annoying character. He wasn't a cute one. Apparently, I thought he was fucking amazing.
Yeah, I liked
Crypto. Yeah, but anyways, the movie was good though. I feel like we spent a lot of time talking about the criticism part. The movie was. I just no, but I didn't want to talk that much about the. I just wanted to mention a few things. The story was great as well. I think the story was good because. When was the last time we watched a Superman movie where the story it made you feel like, damn, that was fucking awesome?
I don't know. I felt like all the other Superman movies I watched felt great to me in that time, in that period of time, you know?
That period of time I watched it. See, but that first Superman was good. It was good, but it was not Superman though. Even the Batman was not how Batman should have been, but it was still cool in its own world. In its own world, it was cool, but like Superman was quite like the Henry Cavill one. We're now going back to the old one, and that one Superman was very like under a lot of stress, and he just felt very like.
You see, I think the difference with me, why I see it differently, is because I don't have like I don't like read the plots, and like I said, I just mentioned I didn't read the plots. I don't watch any of the trailers or anything as much, so. I have no expectations of what the Superman should be like, or he should be nice. He should be what his family's plot. I'm just saying. I have no expectations of it. So when I go watch it, I'm just watching the Superman movie and what Superman is doing in this movie right now. He could be an angry kind of this movie. I'm like it's still Superman to me, like in my mind. So I'm just watching the movie. You know what I mean?
I know.
So it's like I don't have no comparisons as to what Superman should be like or anything. So that's why even Batman's. When I watch the Batman's, I don't have the comparisons as to, this Batman was kind of different. The world was different. Like I watch it as this, like, I think I'm watching it as its own movie. Like this is just a fresh movie. It has no relation to anything else.
I know.
Yeah.
And
so I think that's why I feel like I have a different perspective on the movies.
Yeah.
And why I see it differently and I enjoy it in a different way.
But surely if you watch a movie and like you know something about it, when you watch this
so if I'm watching if I watch say Batman 1 and then Batman 2, this is a continuation.
Yeah.
Then I have idea to go back to, right?
Okay.
But Superman was not Superman 1, 2 and 3.
Yeah, okay.
So they're all in different colors. Yeah.
Let's say let's say they reboot Superman again, right? And then the movie opens up, Superman runs and punches this guy and his head explodes. Right? His head explodes and another bad guy comes, he punches his arm through that guy's chest and rips his heart out.
Yeah.
And then he says, these are bad guys, they need to die. And then he flies away. Wouldn't you be like, yo, that's not Superman, man. He's not going to go around.
I'm not.
Or are you going to be like, nah, this is this Superman? No. You're going to be like, he shouldn't be doing that shit.
Yeah,
bro.
he shouldn't be doing that shit. But obviously the movie is going to tell you what the fuck happened, right?
I know, but
you're going to be like
you're
random.
going to be a little bit like, he should
and it'll actually it'll be different for me. Be like, oh fuck, what happened to this dude? It'll make me more engaged.
It will be cool to see, but if that's just how they make like let's say if they explain it that Superman was going through something emotional, or he said fuck it, and someone killed his wife and he doesn't care anymore. If they explain it that way, then it's fine. In the other Superman movies, that is just how he is. He kills terrorists and someone bullied him, right? He was at the opening of that Man of Steel movie. Some guy at a bar like throws a beer at his face and say, "Get out of here, punk," or whatever. And then Superman doesn't hit him, nothing. He walks out of the bar and he leaves. And then when that guy that hit Superman leaves the bar, he comes out. That guy's truck is completely smashed with all these logs stabbing through it. That Superman would never do that. You know what I mean? Like he's very spiteful and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna destroy this guy's truck." You know?
Yeah, I know, but that's the thing. But it's not gonna be like, oh, bro, he's human too. Like he's
not human.
I know he's not human, but like.
I know.
But you know his character, he's like he's got feelings. He grew up around humans, so he has human characteristics. So
but see, that's
he does feel that. It's not like, oh, Superman, I'm only fucking doing good shit.
But no, that is what it is though. See, that's what I'm saying. Superman is the ultimate good guy, clean. He's the most nice. Like in this Superman movie.
I understand that.
He said people were going to die. I don't care about
But look how many times he fucked up and what he did. You know what I mean? How many times have he fucked up?
What did he do? This new Superman?
Yeah.
What did he do?
Look, relationship wise, like that, you can't. Superman's all perfect. I'm good. Yeah. He still fucks up. He still does wrong shit. You know what I mean?
He doesn't do wrong stuff. Relationship wise, with his.
And because of him, someone died in the movie. That guy got shot. It's his fault.
No, it's not. It's not his fault. What did he do?
If that because because he was connected to that guy got shot.
Yeah, but he didn't kill the guy.
Yeah, I know, but it's still on him, right? He still feels it.
That is what you saying.
I'm just saying
that is nothing to do with him being a bad person.
I know. Yeah. I didn't say he's a bad person, but still bad shit happened around him because of him, right?
I know. And
think about all the destruction that he caused is because of him. Don't you think so? The office that broke down, everything that. When the kaiju was coming, like you could, it's so easy. No,
it's look in the kaiju scene too. The kaiju was gonna step on a dog. He runs underneath and blows it. Listen, blows the dog away. The kaiju was gonna fall back into a building. He stopped it from reaching the building. And he pushed it away. And then when everyone else came to fight the kaiju and they were stabbing his eye and poking him, he's like, "Come on, guys, there's got to be a better way." He didn't even want to kill the kaiju.
Yeah,
he was
I understand, but I'm just saying,
and then they killed the kaiju.
He's good. But look at all the destruction they left behind. Imagine now he saved the world, but look at the whole city destroyed.
No. See. What you're saying is the old Man of Steel movie.
Literally, this one, the whole city broke to pieces.
Yeah, but that was because of
the football stadium he was fighting the bad guys in.
Yeah,
all destroyed. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to put perspective out there. Yeah, he does good. But his good comes with bad as well.
It is, but he's not doing the bad though. Huh? He's not the guy perpetrating the bad. Yeah. It's the other people doing the bad, and he's stopping the bad from happening, right?
But still,
and in his heart, he's always
I know in his heart is always doing the good thing. I understand that.
The previous Man of Steel, the one before the Superman, was beating all these aliens and purposely running them through the buildings and carrying cars and throwing at it and smashing buildings and destroying the world. And that's kind of where they went into Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, but we haven't read the comics, so we don't really know what Superman was and how he became. we're just going off of. I don't know if you read it.
I've never read it, but I've watched the cartoons, and I've heard a lot of people break down what Superman should be, and understanding that, I'm like, okay, I can see why that one shouldn't have been right. For me, I know Batman a lot more. I'm not a big Superman guy. I know he's the clean cut, always does good, and he's a very boring guy, boring character, overpowered. No one can. And also, one thing I liked about this movie, they made him a bit weak. Like, he gets bloody, he gets beaten up here and there. Like, he's not just untouchable. No one can hit him, you know what I mean? They made him a bit weak, which is nice. I know a lot more about Batman. And the previous universe where Batman was Batman literally used a gun and shot someone. Like, what is happening? Batman has one thing that he does, no kill. Under any circumstance, he will not kill, no matter what. And that's what the Joker does. He likes to push Batman to the edge. He's fascinated because he wants to try and get Batman to kill someone. He always does that. He tries to get, like, even in the Dark Knight as well, when he puts the bomb in two boats and he says, "You decide, Batsy," and all that. Like, you want to blow up which boat, and all that. Yeah. But anyways, I thought this movie was great.
Yeah.
And okay, we'll just quickly wrap it up on what the ending was. So the next movie that's officially coming out from this James Gunn's universe is Supergirl. It's called Supergirl, and they showed Kara Zor-El, which is her name, Kara. She comes at the end. They flipped it a little bit because Supergirl normally is Clark Kent's older cousin. She was 14 years old when Clark Kent was born and he was sent to Earth. She was also sent, but as a 14-year-old, so she grew up in Krypton. Clark Kent never grew up in Krypton. So Kara is technically older than Superman, but in this one it's the other way around apparently. She's a 21-year-old, he's a 30-year-old. So they made it like he has a younger cousin, and she's like a drunkard, like a party girl. But I wonder what they're gonna do. At first I thought it was gonna be she likes to drink and all that. When we saw that, I didn't know she was younger than Superman. I thought she was older. She likes to party because she saw her family die and everything, so she's like traumatized and she's just drinking her sorrows away. That's kind of what I thought. But then when I read about it, apparently she's 21 years old, and that movie, the Supergirl movie, is gonna be her traveling through all these planets, drinking, which is what they mentioned. And that's where Lobo comes in, who Jason Momoa is gonna play. Apparently, Lobo is a bounty hunter. He's like a space bounty hunter. He goes and he stops bad guys, and he's like a drunkard, and that's why they got what's his name? Jason Momoa to play him, like, "Ha, what's up, dude?" Yeah, he's gonna be like that kind of character, like drinking and all that. And then it made sense when I saw Kara liking the drink as well. So I feel like it's gonna be a banger of a movie. Yeah. Because originally when I saw that James Gunn announced Supergirl was gonna be the next one, I was like, "Fuck, he's gonna fuck it up." Like Superman is gonna be a good one, and then it's gonna flop when they go to Supergirl. But now seeing this, I'm like, maybe Supergirl might actually be a good movie. Yeah. I thought they should have done Superman, Batman straight away, but they're not. They're doing Supergirl, then they're doing some what's his name? Some character called Swamp Thing.
I think yeah, I know Swamp Thing.
I don't know.
I've seen the comic.
Yeah.
But
and then they're doing Batman.
The movie. I think they're just tying the stories in with the comics. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I think they're altering certain things.
So yeah, obviously they can't make it predictable.
Yeah. But they're following the storyline, just like how Marvel did. Marvel's following exact storylines.
Yeah.
Even though the movies, if you go watch it chronologically. Yeah. But they added in the TV series to make it tied in even better. Because I'm following that right now. Yeah. I'm watching all the TV series, and it's buzzy because they'll make like Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They made me watch the 7th season first.
Yeah.
And then watch the Captain America's. All ties in. And I was like, oh shit, it's all tying in. It all makes sense. It made so much more sense because the stories all connect. Right. All the dots make sense. And I'm watching season 2 of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to tie into I think Iron Man 1 and 2 and like this. So the different seasons all tie in. So now I'm at Jessica Jones after watching Guardians of the Galaxy.
See, you told me this the other day. Okay, well, Superman, we already kind of talked about it. We'll just quickly tell you. You told me I remember when Jessica Jones came out, Luke Cage and all that.
Yeah, I'm about to go into Luke Cage after.
Where did they tie into anything with the Marvel?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where.
I don't think they do.
Figure out. No,
Iron Fist and all these guys.
It all ties in.
Yeah.
It all ties in. I don't know where Jessica Jones ties in because I haven't finished it.
She never showed up in any of the movies.
I'm gonna find out now. Once I finish the first season, it will find out where it ties in because I've been following it. I think it ties in from after Guardians of the Galaxy. It's tying in with this.
Oh.
Because I think the character that the bad guy in there, what's his name? Kilgrave. Kilgrave. I think that guy has. I don't know yet because I'm only on episode 5.
Yeah.
So once I finish the season, I'll know how it ties into Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh.
Because all the Marvel's all tying in, so it's all tying in right now. Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy is tied in.
See, originally though, when they were actually filming Jessica Jones, when they were releasing it fresh, I remember that not being part of MCU.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember that being the thing. Like, they did their own television universe. So, like, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones. There might have been one more there.
And you know, Marvel do one shot. Have you heard of the one shot?
Like a single shot?
Yeah, single shot movie scene. Yeah. So I've added, so I follow, so look, I'm following this.
One single shot movie scene, what does that mean?
Yeah, so look, so like one shot Agent Carter. So it's only a 15-minute movie shot to tie all of it in. So this is how I'm following it. So you didn't even know there's so many one shot of Agent Carter, one shot of this, that, Groot, I am Groot, there's one shot.
What's that? What is one shot?
So it's a 15-minute movie scene that ties in into the next movie that's coming out. Like Thor's hammer. There's a one shot of Thor before you go into the scene.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's explaining to you why or what the fuck is going to happen, you know? So look, this is the order I'm following it in. Where the fuck did it go? Where's it go?
I think you clicked into something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So this is what I followed. So it goes with the timeline as well. Yeah. 1931, right? So Agent Carter was from the 1931. Yeah. And then followed through all the way, watch all that. And then I got to the second phase, which is the Iron Man. You follow it. Then you watch the one shot, The Consultant, which ties into that. The Incredible Hulk, because that was the Consultant. And then you watch Thor on the way to Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
Because when Thor's hammer landed, so now this is, the movie ended, right? And I explained to you afterwards. So this little scene explains what happens when they got to Thor's hammer, what was happening. So it's all making sense, all of it. Then you watch the Avengers, all of it's starting to tie in. I'm like, oh shit, the movie is so much more deeper. I just finished through all that. Where's Jessica Jones at? Yeah, so I finished watching Daredevil, season 1. And I think Jessica Jones is tying into with Daredevil somewhere.
It is, because those two, I remember those two, though they are in a whole universe. Because there is a show that they did, I forget what they were called. It's like their version of Avengers. Yeah. Where Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Jessica Jones are all in one TV show.
Oh, okay.
I forget what it's called. Did it show up here at all?
No, not yet. Maybe later down, but right here.
It's called, it's almost like, it has a word like
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? No,
it's like the
Defenders?
Defenders,
yeah. That's the movie. Yeah,
I was like, it's almost like the Avengers, but it's something else.
Yeah. So, but we see what I mean. I've been following it all the way here.
Yeah.
So now I'm at where am I? Jessica Jones, and then see Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah,
season 2, but only episode 1 to 19.
Yeah.
And then they'll follow through, and then you go watch Age of Ultron. So you're all gonna tie in.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like Marvel's tie-in is crazy.
But this is the start of a new.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I think they're gonna tie it in properly. They're revamping it and they're gonna tie it in nicely.
They will.
And you said is James Gunn the Marvel guy?
James Gunn. So Marvel is Kevin Feige.
But you were saying someone was with the
James
director.
Gunn. James Gunn is the.
So he's probably gonna do the same kind of tie-in.
But he did give a little bit of hints of how he's doing it. He said every movie that comes out will tie into everything into a larger universe, but it's not one single plot line.
Yeah, this is not one single plotline either. It's all over, but they all come in at the end. It's like Roots. It like breaks out here, and all of a sudden comes in. It's like this. Because look, from the Daredevil, it's already taken off to a different universe.
Yeah.
You know, from Guardians of the Galaxy, you go into Daredevil, and Jessica Jones is already. It was going here, but now it's gone out here, and they'll come back in later.
They all come back and join at one point. James Gunn, I don't think he's gonna do that.
Okay.
He will have a big Justice League movie and all that, but he said his idea of it will be, it's one world, it's all in the same world, but they all have their own stories happening, and then we'll have tie-in movies is what he said, but I don't think it's all these stories coming together. He said Superman is going to be its own standalone where it can be its own thing without needing to
that makes sense. When I say tie-in, I mean Superman and all the characters that are related to Superman they will all tie in. This world will tie in. And then Batman will tie in with the Batman world. Whatever characters are meant to come in the Batman world will all tie in. So so that's what I'm saying. So you're doing Superman, the Supergirl, and then you said the Swamp Thing. They'll all tie in together and make sense.
And then the first chapter of this DC universe is called Gods and Monsters. Like, you know how there's Phase 1, Phase 2, and all that. His is called Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. And then he did mention something. So when Batman and Superman team up, they're called the world's finest. He did say, we haven't officially planned anything yet, but there could be a possibility of the world's finest movie. So I was like, okay, so that's kind of how he's going to do it. It's more like, there will be a Batman in this universe doing his own thing in his own movie. There's Superman already doing his own thing in his own movie. And then they'll do a world's finest movie. These two characters will be in there. And in its own story about the world's finest. And then they'll go back to their own movies and do their own thing. And the sequels, the Superman 1 and Superman 2 will maybe be connected. But when they team up and all that, it won't be because these two movies have anything to do with this story. You know? They're all just in their own stuff.
It's the same here. When I say tie in, like it's not tying in, but it's giving you.
It's connected in a way.
It's connected in a way where it's like this is happening here in this side of the world, while this is happening. You know, it's like Thor did this and caused something to happen, and then it kind of affected this world. So now this world feels it in a way, and you're like, oh, what the fuck? And it's tying into your own story. You know, and then. But it's not directly, but because when you watch it, you're like, oh, fuck, so that happened there. This happened, you know what I mean? That's happening here. But they don't know each other. They're not going to correlate to each other. They're never going to meet each other. But the story, you know what I mean? Because this motherfucker exploded some shit here. It affected these people in this world. And now you're seeing how they react to this happening. But they don't know that Thor did that. Or fucking this cunt did this shit, you know? So it's like that. That's how the story is all tying in, you know?
Marvel did a good job. Like we were talking about the other day, Marvel up until Phase 4. Up until Endgame was amazing. And then like 3 or 4 movies after Endgame as well. Like the Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man Far From Home was still good as well. Few things, Deadpool and Wolverine. There are a few good movies that they've made after Endgame. But everything before, everything Endgame and before, every movie was good. I don't think maybe Captain Marvel was boring.
Because I feel like because it was like the
it was new at the time.
No, it's not new. It's like when you're reading a book, right? When you get to the mid part of the book, that's the meat, that's the juice. But now when you're coming towards the end part of the movies, right? The end part of the book, it's never going to be as strong as the midline. So that was the midline of the storylines, of the characters, of the storyline. So now when you're coming towards the end of these storylines, it's hard to have the same fire in every single one. You know what I mean? Because there's only so much substance towards the end. Like you can't pull the same amount of substance you could in the middle of the movie. Right? Think about it. The mid part of Superman, you're like, fuck, all this shit is happening. And when it comes towards the end, it's like we're talking about like, why is the end doesn't have the same effect as the mid? Because no, the mid part is the juice, is the sauce.
I know.
You know, now you're coming towards the end, you can only pull certain things from it. So there are only certain bits that you can make fire.
And that's what I was heading to, where Marvel already did their run. They had their run. They peaked, and now they're slowly going downward. We don't know yet. Fantastic Four might change it, and they might now hit a new trajectory. We don't know yet, but that's the start of the new phase, right?
I feel like Marvel's still gonna have the juice. They're not dying out. It's only this world of the characters that they have. It's already dropping. So now they start the new world, the new characters and the new world, and they're just gonna shoot back up again.
And now they're mixing in Fantastic Four, and they're gonna bring back X-Men into it. And they're gonna tie all these together in the Spider-Man 4. Apparently, not confirmed, but the rumor is Miles Morales is gonna be in it. So Tom Holland is gonna retire as Spider-Man, so they're not gonna do the Peter Parker anymore. The next generation of Spider-Man movies is gonna be Miles Morales, the Black Spider-Man. So that's gonna be the new Spider-Man from along with the X-Men fighting and all that. It's gonna be that now. That could now start a whole new wave, you know.
Yeah, that's it.
But as of now, it feels like Marvel is slowly going down a little bit.
Yeah,
and
I mean, it's just dropping a little bit.
The thing is,
heat wise,
with Superman coming in now, and because they reboot, so they got so much they can work with still. There's Batman, Wonder Woman, and all this that they can go and start.
Nah, they're gonna kill the game for sure.
So now DC could be on the same run as when Thanos and when they're making all the Avengers. DC could be doing that run now, and I feel like I am a big DC fan. As I growing up as well as a kid, I was always into the Batman. I always liked the Flash, and those were like my favorite characters. Yeah. Mainly, and maybe Spider-Man as well. But I didn't know Iron Man. I didn't give a fuck about Hulk.
I didn't know Iron Man that much.
Yeah, X-Men we watched because of the movies, and X-Men was cool. But like all these other characters, I never really had. So DC Comics was the one that I always knew.
Same.
Yeah. Batman, Superman, and all that. Justice League, and remember all that?
Yeah.
So, I feel like I'm a big DC fan, and I think DC is gonna take over.
Yeah.
And they're gonna
for now, until Marvel gets their next run. Yeah. Then they'll always because Marvel always knows how to put it together. Yeah. They just know how to put it together so much more better. So
and it's Kevin
so once
Feige.
they get their next run, they're gonna come back again. Not saying DC's gonna do bad, but they're always gonna be gold standard. They're always gonna be the gold standard for like superhero movies. Yeah. DC is gonna be good. Don't get me wrong, but the gold standard is always gonna be Marvel.
Yeah. It's Kevin Feige he's the guy. He's the head of Marvel. He's the head of Marvel Studios. He's the guy pulling the strings and what movies and how everything ties in. And he's the head of that. And the Kevin Feige of DC is now James Gunn. Yeah. So he's obviously a movie director as well. So he's gonna direct a few movies here and there, but he's also the guy overseeing all the DC movies that are gonna come up from now on. And I'm excited, man, for James Gunn's DC universe. Before that was Zack Snyder trying to do all the old Justice League and all that we watched. Yeah. He did it, but he fucked a lot of it up. So I think based on this Superman movie, I think James Gunn's gonna cook.
Definitely.
He's gonna cook something up.
He's gonna definitely cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's it. This was a good long podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you're still watching, which I probably not, but if you're still watching, like and subscribe. We'll try and do more. Maybe this could be a new thing that we do where like if we go watch Fantastic Four,
movies,
like any big movie, not every movie.
Good big
any
movies.
Solid movie, we can just do a breakdown like that and then discuss about it. I feel like next one we could do is Fantastic Four because that's the next big Marvel. Yeah. So like and subscribe. You might watch that. Maybe if you're into the UFC, you can watch our UFC content as well. And that's it. We're out.